Good. Warm but well.
Yes, I mean, the lights get really hot
adds
real
up.
fast. And you're in a blazes.
It was a bold movie and the sweater underneath, but it's like March. It's Irishness. I was trying to bring it to the party.
Right. I was about to say April Fool's Day is coming up, which it is, but St. Patrick's
Between
Day
there
is
and
coming.
then, and there's 2 Irishmen in this movie. I got to represent the old country.
Yes,
We got
yes.
Colin. We got to speak to the people.
Yes, I love it. Are you so excited?
I have not been this excited for a comic book movie, which is my entire life since The Avengers in 2012. Like, this is, as much as I was excited for No Way Home, I think The Batman has taken a special place in comic lore.
Yes, and I love the name. It's like The Batman.
It's so definitive. It's like, it really throws its weight around. Like, hey, there's other movies, but this is The Batman.
Yes.
And if you have that kind of confidence in 3-hour runtime, like, I'm all in.
Yes, I totally agree. Do you remember your first introduction to Batman or the DC Universe in general?
I was 5, and I had been reading Spider-Man for like 3 years, because I remember I got my first Spidey at age 2, and that's how I learned to read with Spider-Man. And then the darkness of Batman, when you're like a little kid, you're like, wait, we can do this too? So Batman was kind of my like, wait, this is more layers and darkness and awesome. And to this day, that dichotomy is kind of what speaks to me, is like, you can have your Spider-Man and your Batman, and if you're in the mood to leave happy, Spidey. If you're in the mood to leave dark, Batman. So I love that DC and Marvel are really separating their strengths and kind of making a more diverse universe so the bubble doesn't pop.
I love that. I feel like you're a spokesperson for both of them.
I actually am. Like, I'm a comic book talk show host, so that is exactly accurate.
I was like, this is like crisis management to a T. You're making
This is too well versed. What he's saying, I feel this is so rehearsed. I'm like, that's actually the intro to a lot of shows.
No, that's amazing. Do you have any other projects besides that you want to touch on? Of course, that as well.
Yeah, basically, I'm trying to make genre content as approachable as any indie film. I think there's a really strange persecution against genre content. Everybody's like, oh, it's a comic movie, it's this and that, and these movies have as much heart, soul, talent, acting, cinematography as any other film, so I want that asterisk on, you know what I mean? Like, I want people to see this for what it is, art.
Yeah, and I feel like, especially with Batman, like, I've almost, like, forgotten, like, that it's also a comic, you know,
Yeah.
because they've expanded it so much, and I started with the comics and, like, the toys from McDonald's, but then I was, like, kind of, like, to the game, like, wait, there's movies, too? So, I don't know. I feel like everyone's experience with superheroes and comics DC Universe is very individualized, personalized.
It's evolved in a way that it's become the culture instead of just the side niche culture, and I want all things to get there in comic book lore.
I'm the same way.
We're fighting for it. This is the steps. This is how it's done, right here. It's real time happening.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I like, I don't know if you know who Dylan Sprouse is.
Yeah, big fan.
Oh, me too. So he wrote a few comics, and I'm like, that is amazing.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, because...
Jay Baruchel, the guy that voices Hiccup in How to Train Your Dragon, he's been a Punisher fan, he writes comics too. Like, a lot of crossover happens. We're getting there, cinema and society.
Yeah, fandom crossover, here we come.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, guys. This is how we do it, so we're making baby steps.
Thank you. Do you just want to plug your Instagram, Twitter, all that?
Oh yeah, I'm at Coy Jandreau, CoyJandreau, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, internet, just Google.
Perfect. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Enjoy this movie.
You too.